A suspect has been arrested in the fatal stabbing of Brooklyn community activist Ryan Carson in an apartment 5 minutes from where the attack took place. I think it's fair to say they likely got this guy. They knew his first name because a woman on camera is yelling Brian, Brian, Brian. And a guy named Brian, who matches the description, is the same age, is found nearby. There's a lot to break down in this story and give you these updates. We know that this guy, according to his friends, would have viewed this 18-year-old as a victim of the system. And well, now he's dead. I mean, it's horrifying, right? And we have the GoFundMe for this man's girlfriend, $65,000. There are a lot of rumors circulating about what really went down that night, with some even, and I think it's ridiculous, suggesting that the girlfriend ordered a hit on her boyfriend. I really don't think so, guys. But people are talking about it, and I'll break down what they're trying to say. But first, let's give you the update here. The scary thing is this 18-year-old suspect works at a school. The NYPD has arrested a suspect in the fatal stabbing of Brooklyn community activist Ryan Carson. Brian Dowling, 18, was arrested in an apartment in Bed-Stuy on Thursday morning. Police were looking for the black champion sweatshirt he was wearing when they showed up at the apartment and found him. It is not far from where he was filmed stabbing Carson, 32, to death while he waited for a bus with his girlfriend. Stop! I am so sick of this. They're clearly not waiting for a bus. The story makes no sense. They're sitting on the bus bench facing businesses, not the street. It's 3:50 in the morning. And they get up from the bench and walk towards this guy. If your argument or their story is that they're waiting for the bus, that would mean that they got up to confront this guy intentionally. But when they got up to walk from the bus stop, this dude wasn't doing anything. I can't stand the BS, okay? The BS. They clearly were not waiting for the bus. I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you the likely scenario. They're out at 3:50 in the morning. Apparently, had just been in a wedding. They were having a conversation about something relating to their lives. So they were hanging out outside and talking. These things happen. I've been there. You're talking with a friend and you're like hanging outside till 1 in the morning, talking about something serious. Like, look, Jim, we got to kick Jim out of the apartment. He's a bad roommate. Why aren't you talking inside? Because Jim's in there. Something like that. They decide to get up and start walking back when this guy starts fighting and this happens. Now, again, I'll talk to you about the video and the rumors. Look, the girlfriend's raised $65,000 already. $65K. Okay. All right. Sure. Fine. Whatever. I don't care. You want to donate to him? By all means, go ahead and do it in 2 days. But this has sparked a bunch of conspiracy theories. Dowling was previously described as emotionally and mentally disturbed. He's understood to work at a school in Clinton Hill and is so unhinged that his own aunt reported him to police 2 months ago after he broke his girlfriend's belongings in a fight. Carson spearheaded liberal causes like creating supervised drug injection sites across the city. His girlfriend, according to now locked down social media profiles, was an avid Black Lives Matter activist who, among other remarks, used the cop-hating acronym ACAB. Their friends say he would consider his killer the victim of a broken system. Oh, because he's insane. And that's why he's dead. I'm sorry, man. He shouldn't have died. These things shouldn't happen. But if you view deranged individuals holding 6-inch blades as poor innocent victims, this is what happens. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but I hope y'all understand why it is that police act so quickly. It is not a good thing when a cop kills a guy who was not holding a weapon. But when things like this happen, you need to understand the context. Okay, that means if cops do something wrong, they get held accountable. If a cop shoots a guy who's holding a cell phone, take the cop's gun. I mean it. It's funny. I said this before and people get so mad. They get so bent out of shape. I'm like, dude, if you mistake a cell phone for a weapon, understandable. You're freaking out. Maybe a person who freaks out at the sight of a cell phone shouldn't be someone holding a weapon. That's it. I'm not saying cops shouldn't have guns. I'm saying that one cop, there's got to be some reprimand for killing an innocent person, right? But in a story like this, if some dude's got a knife in his hand, I fully expect the police officers to use whatever force necessary to stop a deranged killer armed with a weapon that can kill you in seconds. People don't understand this. We talked about the story of the prankster, the YouTuber in Virginia who got shot. And he said, I had to check to make sure I was shot. I didn't know. Dude, there are videos and there are stories of people being shot multiple times and they don't stop. Because getting shot does not mean you're going down. But a single hit to the chest with a knife, it's over. Especially how big the knife is. Small bullet, maybe a 9mm can cause you serious problems, devastating, can break stuff, rupture stuff. Yeah, we get it. They're all dangerous. They're all bad. But a 6-inch knife right in the heart, and there's nothing saving you. I'm sorry. I mean, obviously, if you get shot in the heart, nothing saving you either. My point is, knives, his girlfriend didn't even notice he got stabbed. I think the reason she doesn't react. So here's what people are saying. Let's go right to it. She raises $65K, so she doesn't have to work right now, so she can properly mourn. And everyone kind of groans and rolls their eyes. When this dude gets stabbed, she doesn't react. They're sitting on a park bench at 4 a.m. for seemingly no reason, not waiting for a bus because they get up and leave from the bus stop after this guy walks. So the conspiracy theory, again, which I think is silly, is that the guy was intentionally there to take out this dude. It's ridiculous. And the woman, the reason they get up from the bus bench is that she's like, let's go. You can't hear anything, of course, but she says, all right, she puts her hands down and then starts to get up, and then the guy gets up with her. The argument they're making is that she knew it was going to happen. I really don't think so. I think, of course, they're going to exploit this to make money. This is what these people do. They're despicable, evil people who advocate for chaos and destruction and then profit off of it. So her boyfriend is murdered, and she's like, can I get money? Can I get money off this? Look, it's being organized by someone else on behalf of her, okay? She did not set this up. That's another important point. But everybody groans and rolls their eyes as they're all now pushing this stuff. Look, I don't blame this lady. I disagree with her politics, but we can groan and roll our eyes. She did not organize the GoFundMe. I don't know what she's asking for, but it is cringe when leftists are like, let's raise money off something like this. So here's where we get to. In this video, after dude gets stabbed, I think 3 times, brutal murder. She doesn't do anything. She just stands there and she's like putting her hair back and she's like looking down like, go watch him. Lady, that man just murdered your boyfriend. You see, here's what I think. I don't think this lady planned it. It's ridiculous, man. You watch too much movies, guys, but I'm seeing people tweet about it. They're like, why didn't she react? Why wasn't she freaking out? Because people don't know what stabbings look like. Because she probably didn't realize he's holding a knife. She probably thought he was just being punched. Nope. He was holding his hand like this with the blade going down, and he was slamming into the dude. And then the video ends. Where's the rest of the video? This is an important thing that I'm wondering about. New York Post released this video. They redacted the initial stabbing, but someone else got a hold of the video showing the stabbing. We need the next 5-10 minutes. We need that full, we need an hour of footage. We need the footage of them walking up and sitting down on the bench so we know how long they were sitting there. Not just this minute clip. Because I'm willing to bet that after this video ends and she's just standing there doing nothing, she begins to freak out as her boyfriend starts to die and he's bleeding and she realizes he got stabbed. She's probably freaking out. But my point more so has nothing to do with weird conspiracies or hits or anything like that. It's just, for one, I think they're probably breaking up. That's what I think about this GoFundMe is funny. My opinion would be that there's a strong possibility they were breaking up. They had just got back from a wedding. It was 4 a.m. They're sitting on a park bench talking. She's got her hands covering her face. I don't know, man. You know, it'd be really brutal if they were having like a serious discussion about what their plans were. Are we getting married or not? I mean, are we going to do this? What are we doing? And they're having a serious conversation on the streets at 4 a.m. But the crime that they're the victims of is crime that they advocated for. I'm not literally and directly saying they wanted crime to happen, but they advocate for things that result in this. And now they're the victims of it. The reality of this. Of course, they're going to try and make money off it. She didn't. My understanding is it's Tammy Marie David who started this, not the girlfriend. But I don't think she's upset. She's going to get $65,000. I don't know what percentage goes to, like GoFundMe, like 7% or something for administrative running it. I think it's just an example of people who don't understand reality. They think the world is candy cane, Skittles, and rainbows. Oh, but this murderer was a poor victim. There's a video of Joe Biden going viral from 1993 where he's like, I don't care. I don't care if the young man was a victim of the system, was not given a proper chance, had no dad. I don't care if the person who's about to beat my mother, my sister, my friends, my family, I don't care what their upbringing is. That's like, wow, Joe, based. Yeah, I don't care what the dude's upbringing is. He's a murderer. That's it. Of course, all criminals have trauma. Are we going to go back and be like, Ted Bundy was a victim of the system? No. Everyone's a victim of the system if that's the case. And they grow up and do bad things. You have to stop them. And you can't live in this world of candy canes and rainbows where you're like, this poor 18-year-old man, if only he had a social worker. Why? So he could stab the social worker or something like this? Dude, come on. That's what I think happened. I think this dude walked up like, you okay, man? You see someone freaking out, screaming and knocking things over? You turn around. You say to your girlfriend, turn around, go, walk now. And you slowly start to walk backwards and try and ignore him. I'll tell you what I would do. First, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm perfect. When I don't sit on park benches at 4 a.m. in New York City, but it might happen. Because I mean, come on, who's really expecting something crazy like this to happen? But I'm paying attention. Somebody walks past me. I got to be completely honest. I'm a bit more paranoid than this. I do not like, I am not the kind of person who will sit down on a bench and not look up at 4 a.m. as someone in a hoodie is walking past me. I don't care about your race, your gender, whatever. I'm going to be standing up back to the wall most likely. Somebody like that walks past me. I don't make eye contact. No, you do your thing, man. I ain't got no beef. I'm not going to, you walk by. I probably would have waited and not immediately started walking 10 feet behind the guy. If I heard the guy knocking things over, I'd immediately be like, come on, let's go. And I'd start walking the other direction. If the dude started yelling at me, I would tell my girlfriend to get in front of me and keep walking. And I would watch the shadows and the streetlights to see if he's approaching, listen, but try to avoid making eye contact. And then if I hear him yelling and getting closer, I would tell my girlfriend to back up, run, and make distance. I'd turn around, take a defensive stance, and start moving backwards. If I saw he had a knife, I'd say, run now. And then I'd probably, as long as I got the guy away from my girlfriend, probably run in a different direction or something. What I mean is, if he's chasing me, I want him to chase me and not my girlfriend. In this instance, the dude engaged. I have no idea why. He wasn't paying attention. He did. If the park bench wasn't, here's the crazy thing. If that bench wasn't there, he would have just run and his girlfriend would have been left standing there. I'm kind of worried about what would have happened to his girlfriend in that case. In this instance, though, I don't blame him. I blame the girlfriend. Dude, if a guy's got a knife and he's chasing at you, about to murder you, I don't know what you expect to do if your girlfriend is just standing there, just watching it happen. Now, this is not a story about a conspiracy or anything like this. The bigger picture here is people who don't pay attention, have no situational awareness, and were raised by snowplow parents. Yeah, I blame his parents. Whatever. I don't know. I just ran on this too much. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. over at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.